Hello everyone. Because of an inclement weather condition, I prepared this short video clip to introduce my Info 326 Operations Management class. First of all, my name is Hun Cha. First name Hun, middle initial S, and last name Cha. And I'm teaching this class throughout the semester, and you can just call me Dr. Cha. I guess you may want to know a little bit more about me. So what I have studied when I was young, when I was in college, I studied actually not business but material sciences in the engineering school. So I graduated from Seoul National University, and when I graduated, information technology was really popular, and everyone wanted to work for that area. It's not exception for me, so I decided to work at Samsung. That's the company where I started my career as an IT consultant. So I spent about 4 years. I was involved in many different projects, and it was really interesting and a dynamic life. However, after a few years, I realized that I had to study a little bit more if there is something that I really want to delve into. So what I have done is I moved to US, and I started my master's study at the University of Arizona. So the area what I studied is called MIS. That stands for Management Information Systems. It's under business school. So I got my master's after 2 years and the PhD after 4 years. So after spending 6 years at the University of Arizona, now I switched my career path as an IT consultant to professor in the academia. So in Salisbury, I started my job in 2007. So I spent almost 20 years in Salisbury University, and I taught operations management, database management, and several different courses in this school. That's about me. And then let me talk about this course a little bit more. Actually, let me talk about office hour first then. So I have regular office hours from 8:30 to 9:30 on Tuesday and Thursday when we have class. So you can stop by during these regular office hours. However, based on my experiences, although I will do my best to be in my office, sometimes there are some emergent, errand and school meetings, whatever. So I really recommend you to send me an email at least one day in advance, and let me know, notify me that you are going to stop by. Then I can guarantee and I can confirm our meetings the following day. Also, if you send me an email, another good thing is I'm pretty flexible. So if you cannot make this regular office hours, actually we can set up some other time slots, and I will try to do my best to accommodate your needs. So what you have to do, you have to remember my email. So here I wrote down my email, and if you remember my name, my first name is Hun, and the middle initial S, and last name Cha. So based on my name, you can easily remember my email as well. hscha@salisbury.edu. So remember this email, and whenever you have to communicate with me, don't hesitate to send me an email. So I will try to respond to your email immediately. If not, at least within 24 hours, I will try to respond it. Okay. Now let's talk about this specific course a little bit more. So I believe everybody in this class, if you are business major students, you must be admitted to the professional program. If not, you must be in junior standing. So I think everybody, is already qualified for attending this class. If not, please send me an email. And let's talk about course materials. As you may already know, there is no textbook required this course. Instead, I will post all the lecture notes on the course website that we will briefly review shortly. So on that course website, you can find 3 to 5 pages of class notes for each class, each topic. So I strongly recommend that instead of just browsing, try to download and print those materials and compile them in one place. I recommend to use one 3-ring binder and compile all those notes sequentially. By doing this, you can develop your own notes. Another reason why you have to do is, if you look at the class notes that I have posted, it's not complete class notes. It's not like textbook materials. Instead, I just provide some questions, for example, but the answers you have to fill in that material. So how can you do this is by attending the class. We will discuss together and we are going to develop answers for many different questions given in the note. So therefore, it is really important to attend at each class unless there is some emergency. So by doing this throughout the semester, you will make your own note. And it will be your own knowledge, and it's gonna be useful even after you graduate. Instead of carrying big expensive textbook, it would be pretty useful and it would be pretty efficient way of learning and also teaching. So what we are going to learn throughout the semester, I divide the whole course into 6 different modules. So in other words, there are very important 6 different areas under this operations management umbrella. So each module, if you look at the topic, first module we will study operations and process, how to run the process to make products or to provide services. In the second module, we will study queuing. Queuing means waiting line. So if you go to, for example, Bank of America across the street, customers are waiting in the line. But if you look at that waiting line, it's a bit different from the waiting line in the Walmart or grocery store. Because in the grocery store, there are separate waiting line for each cash register, but there is only one line, although there are multiple bank tellers in Bank of America. So which one is more efficient? We are going to discuss this kind of phenomenon in Module 2. In Module 3, we will talk about quality. Nowadays, customers are willing to buy high quality products, although they are more expensive. So from company's perspective, it is a very critical issue how to make good products. So we are going to think about how to set up the standards and how to guarantee good production systems. And the Module 4, inventory. Inventory means how many stocks you want to carry in your warehouse. If you carry a lot of materials or products, you may prevent very bad stock out situation, and your customers may be more loyal to your company and they will be happy. But if you carry too much materials or stocks in your warehouse, carrying cost is really high. So you need to think about how to balance this trade-off, and that's what we are going to study in Module 4. In Module 5, planning production, if you want to make products or provide services, you cannot just do it immediately. You have to make a plan. So to produce your products on time as scheduled, what would be the most efficient way to make a plan? That's what we are going to study in Module 5. Lastly, Module 6, we are going to dealing with some miscellaneous topics. So to make a good decision as a manager, there are many different tools. Particularly we are going to use some tool, Excel-based decision-making tool called solver and the linear programming tool. And also we will briefly talk about project management technique as well in module 6. So it's a kind of a big picture that we are going to study throughout the semester. At this moment, you don't have to know all the details, but just remember, there are some key 6 issues in operations management, and we will call each one as a module. So, to cover each module, although the title of modules itself is very managerial issue that we will study, but the approach to solve the problems in each module is very quantitative. Because it's operations management, we do not just make vague statements like, let's make a very beautiful product in terms of quality. No, it's not, a good way to solve the problems. In operations management area, we are going to use some numbers to convince people and to solve the problems. So it is very quantitative in nature. And particularly, we are going to use some mathematical, method and techniques you have learned in calculus, algebra, and statistics. So in mathematics curriculum, if you learned about some fundamental theories and the logics and the skills, in this course you are going to apply what you have built in those basic fundamental mathematics classes. So it's gonna be really fun class, and you are going to enjoy by realizing how you can solve the problems based on what you have previously learned in different courses. So how can we assess what you are going to learn this class? Because we have 6 modules. There are 3 ways I'm going to assess. First, exams, the big portion, 75% total. 3 exams will be given. Why we have 3 exams? Because we have 6 modules. 6 modules will be divided by 2 modules. So after you complete module 1 and 2, there will be first exam. And the module 3 and the module 4, exam 2, will be used to assess these 2 modules. Finally, module 5 and 6, we are going to have one more exam. Exam 3 will cover these 2 modules. Each exam equivalent to 25%. In other words, there's no comprehensive exam, or there's no midterm or final exam. Only 3 equivalent exams will cover 2 modules each. Therefore, 6 modules will be assessed based on 3 exams. Pretty straightforward, right? And the assignments, again, based on the modules. Each module, after you complete one module, there will be one assignment. Each assignment is 30.3%, so almost 20%, total 20% for all 6 assignments. Last one is in-class quizzes. One module is further divided by several topics. One topic will be covered in one class. Therefore, each day of a class, there will be very short pop quiz. And if you complete it, you will get perfect score. If not, you will get 0. It's a kind of on and off system. So the portion of this in-class quizzes is about 10%. So it makes total 100% grade, final grade. Some more details about each item. Again, assignment will be given for each module, but each assignment it is individual assignment. In my course, there is no group assignment, so you don't need to discuss with your classmates about one specific question. Sure, some topics that we covered in the class, if you are confused, you can get some help and you can talk with your classmates. But you are not allowed to share the answers for the assignments. Assignment is a part of preparing for your actual exams. So therefore, using assignment, you can check whether you completely understand the topics that we have studied in the classroom. So do not cheat and do not try to find the answer on the website, and do not particularly use AI tool heavily. So no teamwork, no copy from the web, no copy from the AI tool. Just do it by yourself, and you will get real benefits of doing this when you take the exam, because the exam will be based on the assignment and how much you put your time and efforts. Again, exams, we have 3 equivalent exams. So not comprehensive, no makeup. Therefore, there's no dropping of your lowest exam score. Exercises is kind of pop quiz for each class. So please do not miss the class and do not miss the due date. Usually the due date for exercise or quiz is on that class date. So by the midnight of that class date, you have to complete 1 quiz. After that, there is no makeup chance. So now let's move on to course website, and let me show you briefly how the course materials are organized. So here is our course website. So I try to minimize the menu structures on the left side, just a few. Home, announcement, modules. So home is can be a course syllabus. So I already mentioned everything here on the PowerPoint slide, so I will not repeat it. But if you have a chance, try to read one more time carefully. And particularly if you move on to item 8, class schedules, you can see there's a weekly schedule, and each week we have a Tuesday and a Thursday, 2 classes in general. So the first week, we may have just an online lecture, but from second week, we are going to meet in the classroom, regular classroom. And again, we have total 6 modules. So you can see module 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And each module we divide it by topics. For example, in module 1, we have 5 topics. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 class hours will be dedicated for each module. So 1 topic is matched with 1 day class. And each day there will be pop quiz, as I will show you shortly. And after you complete 1 module, what you need to do is you need to complete 1 assignment. So you may remember we have a total 6 assignments. So each module, when you complete it, there is an assignment. And we have 3 exams, right? So 2 modules will be covered. For example, module 1 and module 2 we are done. And then there is exam. And remember, for each exam, we are going to have 1 review session as well. So before actual exam 1, here there is exam 1 review. Similarly, after module 3 and 4, we have exam 2 review and exam 2. And the module 5 and 6, there is exam 3 and the exam 3 review. So that is kind of structure of my course, and it's pretty straightforward. I think it's not very confusing. So after you read this course syllabus carefully, if you go to modules, you can find the course materials. First of all, based on the course syllabus that you have read, you may need to complete this first day survey and try to complete this by January 27th. And the module 1, we have several topics. And for topic 1 and the topic 2, I provided some video lectures as well. So topic 1 is operations and productivity. And the topic 2 is process flow diagram and process matrix. So each topic there is exercise. M1 T1 stands for module 1, topic 1 exercise. So by the midnight of January 29th, after you study topic 1 thoroughly, you need to complete this exercise M1 T1. Similarly for topic 2, excuse me, you need to complete the exercise M1 T2. And the first topic here, topic 1, as an example, if you click this linked note, if you open it, this is PDF lecture note. So if you download it and if you print it, let me show you this material as an example. So let me show you M1 T1 note. And you can see there are some descriptions, but if you look at here example, it's very simple example, but anyway, the question is given, but there is no answer. So how can you fill in this blank? By studying together. Usually we will discuss this in the regular class hour, but for the first week, yes, you may need to watch the video that I uploaded, and you can easily fill in those blanks. So this is kind of good example of class notes, and you may get some ideas why I told you it's skeleton class notes, and you have to complete those answers by yourself. Good? Okay, and if there is any announcement, I will use this announcement. So right now there is just one welcome message, but if there is announcement, I will post it. And if I post it here, actually you are going to get an email as well. So please frequently check or regularly check your campus email, because important announcements you can find here or in your campus emails inbox. Okay. So before you come to class next week, what you have to do is, in summary, you have to read the course syllabus carefully and complete the first day survey. And complete topic 1 with these video lectures. Print out the course note first and then fill in the blanks by watching those videos. After you study all, you can complete exercise M1 T1. Similarly, topic 2, print out this note first and complete this note by watching those videos, and as a check-up point, complete exercise M1 T2. And then we are going to meet in the regular class from topic 3. So until that time, hope you enjoy this class, and I want to see, I'm really look forward to seeing you next week in the classroom. Thank you.